Hello guys, it's been a while on this channel. Been unwell, been busy. I've been really meaning to extract a banana wine, but you know, life gets in the way. Today I'm drinking liqueur muscat. It's like a family community goon box. Sort of like a whitish spirit, very fruity, the tiniest tint of sharp taste, yet very smooth. Not too sweet either, so it's a good blend. It's a good blend. It's pretty easy for anyone who's new to drinking or been around. It is about 17% strengthish, so you wouldn't be drinking it like wine or anything, unless you want to get smashed. Now, topic for talking today. I've been having some thoughts, and I've been thinking about the Wall Street movement. Now, these guys made a large splash in society and the media, and there's a lot of mixed feelings out there. And at first it was like, yeah, stick it up them, good on them for fighting back to the establishment. And then they got a massive backlash. I think it started with the whole conservative movement in America, and a lot of people saying, we're working, get off your ass and stop, loafing around. But once I had a closer look at this mob, and I talked to a few guys while shit-faced in the Melbourne meet, it's not completely occupied or hijacked by your Marxists and hippies. Fuck. A lot of people criticise it for being overly simplistic and mostly going through metaphors, just fighting the system without a cause and just being a general nuisance to society. A lot of people don't realise these guys, even though it's a very loosely affiliated group which can have its troubled people, has a very long-term goal. And the idea isn't to get the people at the top, the 1%, when it's really something like, 0.01% of the absolute most disgusting, filthy rich. Not to distribute their wealth and do this whole, socialist thing. I think where these guys are coming at is they want to influence small changes, like some laws, behaviour of companies, using the whole era of social media to catch companies out doing the wrong thing by people, environment, society. So, like educating people about free market. Free market is definitely a bad move. It's going to encourage more cheap labour like you have in the third world, and reject first world countries doing quality manufacturing or supply. Your countries like America, Australia, Eurozone, Germany, all your engineering, food growing, that would be pretty much at risk. Also, companies in care of employees, removing the whole people having contracts of being full-timers and more protected in the workplace, being cut down to casuals and just being very short-term hard labour, and then being cast away when they're not needed, and not looking after things like pension and long-term people in society needing an income and being able to survive. So it's sort of encouraging larger companies' social responsibility of, if you want growth and if you want to keep the economy afloat, society afloat, you keep things equal while making a profit, not cutting corners at areas where things can be damaging, and not as the only gain is to collect wealth immediately and forgetting about the future of the company and future wealth. Some of this may seem like rambling or just random thoughts, but my only advice to you guys is don't completely discount it due to some idiots taking it over now and the whole mass streets being taken over, but pretty much watch this space for the future, and when things like votes on free markets and being able to provide jobs for future keep an eye out for that. This has been a good musket. Thank you for watching, and see you later. Just before I leave you and love you guys, I just wanted to give you a review of what happened with the initial Melbourne protest. Like the other ones, it did get hijacked by idiots, and people started camping in the middle of the city, yet well, not hurting anyone. I was a personal witness of this for about a week, but the idiocy that occurred with the police and the local city government is once their camp was meant to be removed, the police circled them or left them with no escape and zoned in, leading them to panic and do stupid things and cause an almost near mini riot, which there was quite a bit of brutality and people getting their shit bashed out. If you were to attack something like a protest, you would hit the centre like a hammer, and most of your weekend warriors would just piss off, leaving a very few radicals. They didn't do this and allowed the radicals to rally and influence the weekend warriors to stick around, and made an absolute fudge and fucking mess of the thing. Wasn't a good look on both sides. This is probably the reason why I had a bad taste left in my mouth for the whole movement. But the original concept in America and this longish plan, I was told, I got a little hope that some small social change may happen. For example, like the loosely affiliated mob Anonymous is doing. Thanks, guys.